All right, let's go. Let's see what's going on inside of the Bitcoin markets, inside of just the overarching markets. We've got Goldfish in here saying LFG, let's effing go. Man, there is some serious stuff happening inside the markets right now. I think everybody needs to take notice of it. In other news, this is wild. This is like straight out of a movie. This is a side note. It'll take 30 seconds. You're going to enjoy it. Dude, some guys robbed the friggin' Louvre in Paris, France on Sunday in broad daylight at 9:30 a.m., used a ladder, disguised themselves as construction workers, came up, got up the ladder. Two guys went in. At the same time, a guy was on the outside watching to make sure that nothing else happened. They were like literally feet away from the River Seine, and they went in with chainsaws, broke open the frigging glass cases inside of the Apollo Gallery where the French heirlooms called the royal gems were. And they literally took the crown jewels and dipped out the window. It took them 7 minutes in broad daylight on a Sunday when the Louvre was open, and they got away on friggin' mopeds, man. I don't even know how these guys got out of the window with the size of the cojones, right? The balls on these guys. How did they fit their balls outside of this window to get out after they robbed the Louvre in broad daylight at 9:30 a.m. and stole the crown jewels of France in Paris? How did they do that? How did they fit their balls out of the window? That's crazy. In any case, let's talk about Bitcoin. I just thought that was wild, man. I've been to the Louvre and I saw the crown jewels, and they ain't there no more. They're not there no more. In other news, right? Let's talk about Bitcoin, because this is like, dude, I'm telling you, this is the level of levels. This is the level of levels. This is where Bitcoin makes the decision. Are we going up or are we going down? This is dire. This is period. You have to pay attention here. And if you want the trades on it, dude, you have to get into Nordic Alpha. I'm not giving you the trades for free because I just gave it to them in the Discord, and it is not fair for me to give you the trades for free on a stream when they are paying to be in that group, and they are making gains. We gave out trades on gold and silver on Friday that are already up, opening up today, right? Same thing with Bitcoin, same thing with what's it called? The S&P, right? So let's talk about it. Let's get through it, and let's see what's going on with the markets right damn now. So let me switch over to my bang, right? Okay, so first and foremost, this is something you have to take notice of. I know people are gonna be like, I don't care about gold, man. I don't care about gold. You should care about gold. You should care about silver. You should care about the S&P. If you care about where the Bitcoin markets and the crypto markets are going, you should care about all of this stuff, okay? Now, gold continues to pump, okay? I gave out this trade Friday, okay? Bang. There it is, right? We got in right, where was it? Right here. It was like 36, 2000, something like that. Yeah, but I have to keep it over here because this is on the golden nugget, whatever. But yeah. Anyways, in any case, we gave out this trade. It's already up like to a ridiculous degree. We got in on Friday right before the market closed. It's already up almost 3%. Dude, if you're not inside of whatever it's called, Nordic Alpha private VIP trading room, dude, you're not taking gains like we are. You are not taking gains like we are. We are taking gains every single day. We also gave out this trade. Whoops, I just gave you a spoiler alert on a trade right there. Give me 1 second. Bang, baby. Bang, baby. We gave out that trade, and we are riding on a free trade now. We have no stop loss. Our stop loss is literally at break even. We cannot lose on this trade. We cannot lose on this trade. We cannot lose on this trade because our stop loss is, again, at break even. It is what it is. And those are the types of trades that you're going to get inside of the Nordic Alpha private VIP trading room. If you happen to give a F and if you actually want to make money, I would suggest getting in there because we are taking gains every single week. Go ask any Nordic Alpha member if they have ever seen a week where we actually lost money. I'm not saying we've never lost trades. Obviously, we have lost trades before. I have an 88% win rate. That means that 12% of the time I have lost. I am wrong. But if you want to know what that 88% win rate looks like and why you should be, looking at this as like, damn, this is a heck of an opportunity, I'll show you, right? So my win rate amounts up to what? 88%, yeah, 87.5%, 88%. And basically, just on gold by itself would have given you 115% ROI in 1 year. On gold, Bitcoin, and silver would have given you 227%. On gold and silver would have given you 199%. Is anybody going to scoff at those gains? Is 199% a year or even 115% a year? Does that suck? Is that horrible returns? I mean, you could probably get better returns like that with just, buying the S&P, right? Totally. Wrong. Average returns on the S&P is like 7%. We're just 20x in those, whatever, every year. That's crazy. So let's talk about Bitcoin. Let's talk about the level that I'm talking about, okay? So right here, and this is my public service announcement to everybody, okay? Now, a lot of people, and I guarantee you some of your favorite influencers that are all idiots, that aren't pro traders, that don't have a documented 88% win rate. And the reason why they don't have a documented 88% win rate is because first off, they don't have an 88% win rate. And second off, they won't document it because their win rate sucks, right? And they're hedging on 2 different exchanges at the same time. They're taking a short here on, say, Blofin. And then they're taking a long on, say, NORDIC, right? Or MEXC. And then they're just showing you the trade that actually hit on their streams, right? You want to know what their real win rate is? Tell them, hey, trade on one exchange and then show us your P&L. They won't. Show us the calls. They won't. But I digress. A lot of your favorite influencers are going to be like, this is a cup and handle. This is a cup and handle. And although it very well could be, this is not a very good cup and handle, okay? Because it's got way too many flat shelves on it and not enough of this. So what you want to see in a cup and handle, and I'll show you, I'm going to just like go all the way over here. This is what you want to see in a cup and handle. Cup handle. That's what you want to see in a cup and handle, okay? You don't want to see this. Does that look like a cup and handle to you? Not really. It looks more like a bear flag. So yeah, just take that into account, right? Just take that into account and look. Could that just be a bear flag? Just saying. But a lot of your favorite influencers are going to say, dude, this is a cup and handle right here, man. This is a cup and handle right there. Look at it. It's a cup and handle, man. It's a cup and handle, dude. Yeah, okay. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like it's not, but I definitely keep an open mind to understand that this right here looks very friggin' similar to this right here, right? Just saying. Big move down. Nice little kind of half-ass V-shaped recovery, and then boom, right? Big move down, nice little kind of half-ass V-shaped recovery, and then boom, right? So could this right here just happen all over again? Bang. Absolutely it could. So this 111, and you're probably wondering like, Drew, what's the level, right? The here's your live Bitcoin analysis, but what do I do? You have to watch the 111 level. And this is what we were talking about on Friday. If you were on my stream Friday, you know that the 111 level, let's go ahead and save this bear flag really quick just for, for shits and gigs, right? Pardon my français. Wild stuff happening in France on Sunday. If you don't know what happened in France on Sunday, dude, rewind to the and watch the first 1 minute of this video where I explained it. Dude, wild. Man, it's like some stuff out of a movie, dude. Pretty crazy. So in any case, what are we seeing? Well, first and foremost, a lot of people are saying, oh, this could be a V-shaped recovery. Absolutely, it could. If you zoom into here, right? But as soon as you zoom out, you realize that the V-shaped recovery's got to come all the way up to here, $116,000. So this doesn't look as awesome now, right? Whenever you look at it through here, whenever you look at it in the context of this, right? Doesn't look so awesome now, right? Secondarily, the other thing you got to take into account is that if you draw an FRVP of this range, right? Of this range that we're in right now, okay? Let me zoom out. Where's my 4 hour? Draw the whole range, okay? From here all the way up to where we set our previous all-time high, and then we just started going sideways, right? Your value area low is literally right here, and you just reject it off of it, okay? You just reject it off of it. So you've got $111,000 is like kind of your make or break point. This is the point where Bitcoin decides whether or not the crypto market is going to go up or it is going to absolutely tank back down. The other thing I want to alert people of, zoom out, and I'm going to show you something that's uber friggin' concerning, man. Uber concerning. Because they're like, oh, look at this cup and handle right here. Look at this potential cup and handle. Oh, yeah, it's 5 candles. It's 5 days, bro. What about this? The larger the move and the larger the range, the more that it's going to take precedent. What about this? Look at that. Head and shoulders, perfect back test. You lose this level right here, 110.3. You could be coming down here to about $97,000. The full measured move on that is $94,000, and it takes you all the way down to this point right here. Where is it? Give me 1 second. I believe it is in my active positions. No, it's not. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Where is my, oh, it's probably right here in the rising wedge. Bang, your long-term uptrend line that dates back all the friggin' way back here. Look at how long we have been in an uptrend, okay? If you lose this line, $93,000 right now, it's really bad news for Bitcoin. It's probably going to be coming down to about 74 to 65, right? So just watch out for that level, but that's kind of your target on this head and shoulders. You had a confirmed breakdown. This is on the daily chart too. This isn't on the 1 hour or the 15-minute chart where people are like, oh, it's a cup and handle. We're going up. We're going up, right? No, no. I mean, we could. I'm not saying we're not going to, but I'm saying you cannot ignore like what is happening right up there, right? Right up there. You can't ignore what is happening on the daily chart and even the weekly chart, because the weekly charts and the daily charts and even the monthly doesn't look bearish, but the weekly and daily do. If this head and shoulders plays out, has the ability to play out to about at least $97,000, right? And you're getting the back test of it right now. So you really need to pump back up above $111,000, which is that value area low from the micro, the actual range that we're in right now. And that is actually the value area high if you pull an FRVP from, and I'll show you, actually, I'm not even going to tell you. I'm just going to show you. From 67K to the all-time high, to the new all-time high, from whenever we broke the previous all-time high right here, right? If we bang, measure that up to the new all-time high, right? Which is right here. This is the new all-time high. And you get the volume and range inside of that. You are rejecting from that value area high right now. So if you don't get back up above this $110,000 to $111,200 range, we are going down, 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 massively down, okay? And I can't give you the trades on it, man. I can't give you the trades. Why? Because I just gave the trades out inside of Nordic Alpha, private VIP trading room in a community where people pay for those trades and pay for my 88% win rate. Now, can I give you the trades in a couple of days? Yeah, but by that time, it might be too late. So if you don't want to be too late to these moves, get inside of the Nordic Alpha VIP private trading room, man. It's the first link in my description. And I'm not trying to be a dick about it. I'm really not. Like, I want to give you the trades. I wish I could give you the trades, but that's why I set up that community, right? And that's why you would have had this trade already almost in full take profit, and this trade already almost a full take profit inside of Nordic Alpha if you just would have got that. You'd have had 2 trades already that hit. And guess what? You might be getting a trade on the S&P coming up soon. And again, I can't give you that trade because I just gave it out in Nordic Alpha Private VIP Trading Room earlier today, like literally like not long ago. Here, I'll show you. Bang, as you can see, gold long from Friday is killing it. The silver long we set up on Friday hit at market open yesterday. Silver long is killing it too. That's in metals. Inside of crypto, I say the exact same thing. 111K is the level where Bitcoin decides whether we're going to go up or down. If you want the trades, they're inside of that video, right? Same thing on this. 67.66 is the next level that decides, and ultimately the previous all-time high, double top rejection, could send the markets into a death spiral. Bang. If you want the trades, they're in the video. That it's plain and simple. You know, I'm not trying to like gatekeep it from people, but you know, at the end of the day, I give away a lot of stuff for free. So I don't think it's a lot to ask people to get into a community that costs less than $1 a day if they want to make a bunch of money, basically off of my 10 years of experience inside of the market, my verified pro trader status, my 88% documented live win rate, and the knowledge that I drop every single day, right? So not only do we have the one-day the head and shoulders, right? But we also have this bad boy. As if that wasn't bad enough, right? If we could literally go up to 113.6, 114 right now, and we could still be super bearish because that's the break and back test. And this is a confirmed pattern. This has confirmed broken down, right? Look, breakdown candle, confirmation candle, a secondary confirmation candle, bounce from the 200, trying to back test. You get a rejection here, bang. You're coming down here to about $94,000. The full measured move on this, 83 grand, man. This could get really nasty. And the one thing that I want to point out, and this is something that I pointed out in my analysis video inside of Nordic Alpha this morning, right? At like 9:30 in the morning. Dude, these moves, they have no legs. They have no juice right now. Bitcoin does not have legs. Crypto does not have legs right now to move up. Every time it tries to move up in any significant or, you know, meaningful way, it just gets rejected and it moves down. And if you're thirsty, quench your thirst with some refreshing aquapana water. Let's move on. Look at this. It moves up, it keeps legging up, keeps legging up. Get the rounded top, bang, you get the massive, massive move down. And then it tries to move up in a meaningful way, bang, retreats, pars all the gains, tries to move up a little bit more, loses strength, bang, all the way back down. Now, excuse me. The one thing I will say is we have regained the 200 moving average here. The 200 is at $110,500 though. So you have to take that into account. It's not like it's, I don't know, man. It's not like we're not in a very key critical area right now where a move needs to be made. And we're going to put on some feel good techno because I know everybody's running around here looking like Ricky Bobby, super pissed off. But, maybe people aren't super pissed off. Maybe they're just pissed off at what I'm saying because Bitcoin is up right now. But I'm saying the moves are starting to get less exaggerated to the upside, right? Like here's your move to the upside, hella consolidation, really, really boring weekend. Move to the upside, pars a lot of the gains, right? Uses the previous subsequent consolidation range as support, bounces, moves up. Are you going to see this level hold up? Because as it sits right now, you've gotten rejected from it. Don't shoot the messenger, man. At the end of the day, we've broken market structure shift to the downside on the daily chart. That's a fact. We've probably broken it on the weekly too. I can go and check the weekly really quick. Actually, let's do that. Yeah, we broke it on the weekly too. We have not confirmed a market structure shift yet on the weekly, right? Because here's your low, right? Here's your low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low. So now you've got a change in character. You get a lower high here. That's a market structure shift. Then you break this subsequent low right here. That is a break of structure to the downside for a continuation pattern. That'll be your new resistance, right? 105. And then you'll start moving downwards, okay? So we have not technically shifted the market from a market structure perspective to the downside on the 1 week chart. Dude, I cannot even believe I'm telling people this, because that was like a masterclass on market structure in like 30 seconds. If you paid attention to that, you just learned like what some people charge you like $100 or not $100, like $1,000 for in their little courses. And I just gave it away to you for free in 30 seconds on YouTube. So I guess that's your freebie for the day, right? But then from a market structure perspective on the daily chart, 100%, we've broken it to the downside, right? Why do I say that? Well, high, lower low, lower high, higher low, higher high, right? And then we came in, lower low, lower high, break of structure to the downside, lower low. So this was your market structure shift. That's your break of structure to the downside. You come back up here, you are hitting that prior swing low. Let me zoom in. Screw it, let's break it down for everybody. I don't care, I'll teach it to you. Pay attention for this, okay? So this is your low, this is your high. This is your lower low, this is your lower high. Market structure shift to the downside right there, right? I think we can all agree upon that if you know market structure. If you don't, you're about to learn it. Then the new lower low, right? Since you had your lower high, now you have your lower low. This is break of structure to the downside, right? This was your change of character, right? When you kind of like took out this low was your change of character. First thing that happens, change of character. Second thing that happens, market structure shift. Third thing that happens, break of structure. Fourth thing that happens, you come back and you test the prior lows. Another lower high, boom, break of structure. Right here again to the downside, continuation, right? That's what happens. That's market structure 101 right there, just in case you happen to give it F. And if you don't give it F, you probably should. Yeah. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But when we have a friggin', what's it called? Rising wedge that's this big on the 1 day chart, you got to take notice of it, man. You got to take notice of it. And at the end of the day, so long as we hold like $94,000, like who cares? You're still in an uptrend, right? And then you continue the bull run and you bring it up here to, you know, $132,000. Great. You need to have this shit. You need to have this. You gotta fade sometimes, man. You can't just rise constantly all the time. And this is what I tell people inside of Nordic Alpha all day, every day. I'm like, dude, it's fine. Let it retrace, man. Let it retrace. I wish gold would retrace. For the love of all that is holy, I wish gold would retrace a little bit. I mean, look at the friggin' market structure on this, man. Like, your last high was back here, man. And then you came up here. Like, this is your last low, really, right here. $36.50 is your floor on gold. Dude, seriously, I wish we would get back down there so that you can start longing it again. But look how far of a drop that is, right? So when gold goes, dude, it's going down, baby. It's going down 15%, okay? Same thing with silver, right? And I'm not saying that silver and gold are going to go down like friggin' tomorrow, right? But let's look at it. I mean, your last low was right here, right? At $41, dude. From a market structure perspective, that's your last like higher low. Everything else has been up, right? Now, you could argue that this is a nice little demand zone right here, right? And that the $50 level is going to act as support. But in my opinion, right, you've got support at $45.85 and your ultimate support's at $41.20. You know, so yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. Markets have to retrace here. But one thing I can tell you is if you get up here and you reject off of the 50 moving average at about $113,500 on the daily chart, I would be shorting this thing down to about $96,000, right? So you need to watch the head and shoulders that's happening right now, and you need to watch what is happening on, and this is on the daily chart, what is happening on this rising wedge, okay? And if you appreciate this, and I'm not going to tell you to go out and sell all your spot positions, Turb. Trade around them, man. Trade around them, because that's what spot positions are for, right? They're your bags. They're like your long-term bags. Now, I'm not going to tell you, if you bought your spot positions, you bought Bitcoin at 30K and it's up here at 111, to like not take your profit up there. Dude, absolutely do whatever you want to do. I'm talking about trading from a trading perspective, from a profit maximalization perspective. The 111 level is going to be a key level. We're going to see what happens here. My bias, my guess is that we go down. So we'll see what happens. I'll see if I can get on stream again tomorrow, and just know that this is the level. If you want the levels every single day, in every single market, in every single way, scalps, day trades, swing trades, equities markets, futures markets, commodities markets, metals, crypto, everything that you can think of, get into the Nordic Alpha private VIP trading room. If you would have been in there last Friday, if you were on the stream last Friday, and you would have did what I told you at the end of that stream, because I gave a call to action at the end of the stream. I said, do one thing, two things: like the video and follow me or whatever, and get into the Nordic Alpha private VIP trading room. If you would have gotten in there, you would already be in 2 profitable trades that would have probably paid for your entire year's membership. Your entire year's membership, and it is less than $1 a friggin' day. I don't know why people aren't in it. So I will give you the same call to action. Try it out for a month. What do you have to lose? $29? My win rate is live. It's documented. I go out and I do this stuff every single day. My one call to action to you: if you support me, make sure you like the video, share it around to people, and, you know, obviously, like, follow me on Twitter and on YouTube, right? Hit subscribe, boom, baby. Bang on that notification bell and get into the Nordic Alpha private VIP trading room. It's the first link in the description. Seriously, you have nothing to lose. The most you have to lose is $29. If you get in there and you're like, I don't like this, okay. I highly doubt that's going to happen, because you can go and check my win rate right now. So I will see you all soon. Thank you seriously so much for showing up. I would not have a platform without you. I would not be able to do this without you. Humble appreciation from my end. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you're following me on either Twitter or YouTube or both, so that you can be alerted of this every single day. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments section. I will see you all soon. Thank you so much. Peace.